Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi After the Show podcast.
If we have learned anything about anything this week, it's that you are passionate about bacon. So this is the Makin Bacon podcast today.
But we're going to put the lid on it after this, right?
Well, yeah,
so to speak. This is, we've covered bacon enough this week.
Well, I shared my method for oven-baked bacon. I like to make it in the oven. I did that for the first time out of necessity when we had a house full of people, and I didn't want to stand there cooking bacon for 30 minutes on this. I needed to be setting the table and making eggs, so I put the bacon in the oven, and it just came out so great, and I've toyed with it and played with it since. And so what's on our website, oven-baked bacon, is the way I do it.
Yeah, and
there are other ways to do it.
There are probably a million ways to do it, but, that day that you made it in our house, you were trying to maximize the opportunity, so you did both the pan and the thing is the baked.
I had it frying,
right,
and baking at the same time.
What came from the oven was better.
I thought
Absolutely
so too.
Better.
Although opinions vary.
I have a question about, because I've never done it in an oven before. Mm-hmm. Does the grease still pop all over your oven or in the insides? I mean, it doesn't make a mess, does it?
No.
Okay.
It makes a mess in the pan.
Gotcha.
It drips into the pan.
All the grease, yeah.
And then you need to let the grease like solidify before you try to get rid of it.
Yeah, I think that's the key to it, putting it on something that it can then drip into.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We got some comments, though, and emails that rolled in about this. Is the reason I want to share this. This is good stuff. This might be the best idea I've ever heard with bacon, and we've never done it, Murphy.
Okay.
If you like the sound of this, I'm bringing it home. Okay. Karen sent this. Baked bacon game changers. I'm getting hungry hearing you talk about this week. I saw an old-timey tip to dust your bacon strips with flour before laying them on parchment paper or a baking tray. Huh. Baking at 375 until it reaches desired crispness. She says, wowzer, the flour absorbs some of the fat and it turns crispy too. Not as thick as like a coating of batter, but it's a lovely, crisp, coated goodness.
Interesting.
And your bacon still lies flat, and cleaning up is even easier because the flour absorbs some of the fat. There's less fat in the bottom.
Makes me wonder if I've ever had that and didn't realize it. If there's a restaurant that does it somewhere. I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying?
Not that I've known of.
It would be odd that I haven't encountered that.
Dust it in flour.
Yeah.
That makes sense that it would give it another level of crispiness, like literally fried bacon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something to try if you're playing around with baking bacon.
Mentioning that reminds me, and I've seen this on one of the food shows, restaurants that actually do fried bacon. They dip the bacon in the flour and all that.
Yeah.
Just like chicken fried steak. It's like chicken fried bacon.
Wow. Man, that's an appetizer for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all went to a restaurant years ago to have a hamburger. It was a hole in the wall. And I remember both of you being wowed at the bacon. You guys had asked why the bacon was so good, and the guy behind the short order cook or whatever heard you, and he turned around. Do you remember what I'm about to tell you?
Oh yeah, I know
how they made it.
That's the kind of bacon I buy nowadays.
He said he threw it into the fry.
Yeah.
He fried the bacon, not in a pan. He would throw it into the grease or in that.
Oh, into the fryer?
The same way he would do French fries.
Okay.
He would put the bacon down in that hot oil and cook it that way.
I just remember him saying the brand was Wright Brand, which is that thick cut bacon.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I buy that all the time now.
Okay.
So he deep fried it is what he did.
He deep fried it because he's right there in that kind of a diner. He has all that at his disposal, and it was just how he did it. And you guys were going gaga for the way the bacon tasted on that burger.
It was good.
I don't remember that, but we're trying again.
I remember it because you guys wouldn't stop. Okay, this came from Ryan regarding the bacon. Everybody has a lot to say about the ways to cook it. Sprinkle brown sugar on your bacon before baking. It comes out caramelized.
That's what I was thinking about, that thing that, you make, or Sam, you make it too, right?
Yeah.
With the, at Christmas time, that
Crackers?
It's club crackers with a little piece of bacon and then the brown sugar on top.
Yeah. And now I've had that, and I've had restaurants that have done that before, where I've had the caramelized, brown sugar on top of bacon, which definitely makes it sweet and different.
Yeah.
Almost gourmet.
Yeah. Look, it's definitely worth a try. If you've never baked bacon, you can get my method at murphysamandjodi.com. I am not saying that's the only way. I'm saying that's the way I do it at our house. It works for me when I want to do it and when I want it to be really pretty, because it just lies flat. It is so beautiful when it comes out. Our girls, Murphy, our kids, Taylor and Phoebe, do not like it that way. They don't like it chewy. I like it chewy. My mother cooks her bacon to death in a cast iron, and they love Nana's bacon. It's crispy.
Like on the verge of being burnt?
I think.
Oh.
It's really, really
Yeah, it's very crispy. It gets brown in places, not quite burned, but it's it's intense.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what you did in the oven didn't seem chewy to me at all. And I don't know what the difference was when you cooked it. It was flaky. It broke. The strips were thin and they broke. And they were
I did a layer of thick that I found was chewy.
Maybe thick bacon is always going to be chewy.
Yeah,
you're right. And I like thin bacon. So
yeah, that's so funny. Everybody likes their bacon differently.
I haven't heard the words turkey bacon mentioned once. Jodi, you've said before that you don't like the maple bacon, right? You just like regular bacon?
She doesn't want maple in any form or fashion, smell or taste in the house.
Okay.
You know how Murphy has a thing against cilantro?
Yeah.
Maple is the only thing I can think that's that way for me.
Like even on pancakes and stuff?
I don't like maple syrup. I don't know. It's just that it doesn't taste right to me. And one time I accidentally, bought maple bacon. And Murphy was so excited about it. And he was frying it. And I woke up and I was like, why does my house smell like this? I can't.
Yeah, that's the only problem is it permeates. And so because you don't like it, I can take it or leave it. So we don't really, buy it anymore. It's not a problem for me. I honestly, I wound up being such a meat purist like that. The less, the better. I mean, to me, if you buy good bacon, what else does it really need on it? Doesn't need anything, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I guess a lot of meats are really kind of that way if you, depending on how you cook them.
Yeah.
But the only other, I know we've bought the extremely thick bacon before, and that one gets tricky because that becomes difficult to pan fry because it crisps outside too fast before, to me, the inside is done enough the way that I like it. So I've kind of lost my affinity for thick cut bacon.
I will tell you, though, the happiest sandwich I ever make, and I always spring it on Murphy, I don't even tell him we're having it for dinner, is BLT.
Yeah. Those are just so good.
What happens is he'll eat the first one, and I know he wants a second one. And he'll be like, did you make me another one? Yes, I did.
But mine's a BT.
Oh, right.
Because I don't do the lettuce on mine.
More lettuce for me.
I like bacon, tomato, mayo, and a little bit of salt. That's just perfect.
And that is the reason you should cook a whole pack every time.
Correct.
Missed any part of the show? Get it all on the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi podcast.